But the first one is they take advantage of your fairness. Have you noticed that? A perfect example of this is in a divorce. Most people, and I'm sure this is probably you, when you think about ending a relationship or things not going well, you start looking for your side of the street, like, oh, I made a mistake here, or you will lead a confrontation or a discussion about the relationship with the part that you're doing imperfectly. You know, in other words, you're willing to be fair of, hey, I made a mistake here. But they don't do that. And so, like I said, in a divorce, you're like, well, let's split it 50-50. And they're trying to manipulate out, well, you owe me this because of that, you know? And so they take that sense of fairness that you have and use it against you. And the primary way they do that is number 2, denial and projection. And what this looks like, and this is crazy making, but they will explain away their lies and their deception as necessary, or they downplay, you know, that what they did isn't a big deal. They may even flat out deny that what they're doing is wrong or what they did is wrong. Again, it's that crazy making experiences where you're like, I could have sworn you did that, but in the conversation, you're feeling like it's all being put back on you of, what do you mean? I wasn't even there. And so there's that complete denial of it, or the projection of, well, that's just not true, and it's just not that big of a deal. Why are you getting so upset about this? This is about you. Like, you shouldn't be, this shouldn't even bug you. You know, a lot of these are kind of narcissistic traits, but it doesn't have to rise to the level of narcissism. Even many people that are not narcissists will exhibit these manipulative behaviors, and they'll deny and project and use your fairness against you. And so pay attention. Do you have this sense that you bring up something in the relationship and they're not willing to take ownership of their side, and then they either deny or project it onto you? The third way, or the third red flag to look out for in the way they will manipulate you, is around your family. They will try and separate you. Now, this can happen in many different ways. It can be overt, like right in your face of, I don't like your family, and they will look to ostracize it. Either, like I said, overtly forcing you to choose, or covertly, little subtle hints and messages, or they're dismissive. They make dinner and they forget something. It's these little jabs, these little barbs. And so you're constantly feeling this pressure whenever there's thought of being around the family, including the family. You feel a sense that you have to pick them over the family instead of being able to enjoy both at the same time. All right? Number 4, this is really, I think, diabolical. They remove your skepticism. And what I mean by that is, when you feel you can't ask them a question, or you can't bring up a topic in the relationship that you're struggling with, maybe it's a need and want that you have. Maybe there's something you saw and you'd like to have a discussion about it, and you are met with anger, derision, even ridicule at, how dare you, like you feel attacked for even considering it. And asking for your need and want. You know, it could be something simple like a hug or spend more time together. You know, all these, you know, simple little things. And you feel that sense that that there's somehow you're going to end up in trouble. So do you notice in all 4 of these, there's an underlying belief, a gut feeling that something's off. That's at the heart of the manipulative person. You constantly feel on eggshells and you can't just express yourself. And that leads to number 5, the one that I don't think most people are aware of. They play nice. And what I mean is they say yes. And so they do a lot of things for you, but what they wanted was to say no. And here's the proof. Is this person throwing in your face all the things they do for you? Are they going, well, why won't you come with me? I went to this for you. I supported you over here. I gave you that. When you were tired, I was intimate with you. Why won't you do this for me? Is there some sort of comparison? In other words, when they did these things for you, are they now throwing them in your face? This is at the hallmark of a manipulative person. It's a very codependent dynamic, and they kill you with their kindness. And the killing part is that on the back end, after they do all these wonderful things, and you may be with someone who's always nice, never yells and screams, doesn't do any of these manipulative stuff, these other more overt, mean type things, but this person is incredibly nice and sweet, but they're always keeping score of all the things they did for you. What that means is they're manipulating the heck out of you. And this is the most prevalent way people manipulate. They say yes to things that they want to say no. And that's because our culture has convinced us that if you love someone, you do everything for them no matter what. And that is an out and out lie. It's abusive. It's a complete mistreatment of somebody. We can only do things for others as long as we don't keep score, we don't throw it in their face that we did it for them, and we don't harbor resentment. If any of those are at play, it means we said yes to manipulate getting something in return. And here's the key. This is what you're looking for. I did A, B, C, and D for you, and you won't even do Y. That's a manipulator. They're extremely codependent. They have learned to use yes and kindness to extract something in return. That is not love. That is not freely given. Is that showing up in your relationship? That's the one most people miss, is people saying yes, using yes and niceness to manipulate out the no. So what's the solution to this? The free options. You can go to YouTube and watch all the videos I have on self-love and codependence. Just go to the playlist. That'll give you a lot of recovery skills right there. The second option is go to my online magazine site. Here you'll find both articles and the videos, and that is thegreatnessuniversity.com. www.thegreatnessuniversity.com. Now, if you really want to heal, I have masterclasses for you. Those can be found at www.thegreatnessyou.com. Thegreatnessyou.com. Do you see the difference? The magazine is the university fully spelled out. The masterclasses is just the you. Okay? Now, the masterclasses that you're looking for to heal and recover your self-love is going to be how to love and accept your perfect imperfections. That's the masterclass you're looking for. You can get that in two forms. Just the Audible, nothing else, or you can get it with the videos and the journey books to go through the whole process. Now for the codependence, what you're looking for is how to break free from toxic relationship patterns. That will give you the skills and tools to no longer be manipulated in a relationship. Okay? Again, you can find that in just the Audible or with the videos and the journey books. And again, those can be found at www.thegreatnessyou.com. There you have it. The 5 manipulative techniques or tactics to keep an eye on, the solutions to recover from it. If you think this will help somebody, please share it. Leave me your comments. And as always, enjoy the journey.